Let's talk about all the things you don't want to hear but need to. Let's talk about all the things you should be putting in your mouth, but because they don't taste good, you avoid them. Let's talk about the feelings you wake up with, uncomfortable as hell for most people, but the exact kind that can help shape you into a powerful, involved human being. Disclaimer, you might not like what I'm about to share with you in this video, but it's not about what you like, it's about the truth. And those who ignore what I'm about to share will stay stuck in the same bullshit they've always been in. Let me tell you how my day went, first of all. Well, it's not over yet, even though the sun is about to set. But to put things into perspective, I made $0 today, outside of the few thousand I earned yesterday and the ongoing payments from many of the clients that I service. I actually have a lot. But today, no new business. I know, first world problems. I get it. There's people in worse situations than me. So I texted one of my clients to check up on him. He told me he started a new venture. This is one of my credit repair clients, by the way. He made $6,000 by leveraging just $100. Can you guys do that? True story. This man has an IQ bordering about 190. He's a pretty incredible person. When he first called me, he was fixing gym equipment and making minimum wage. But before that, he was a multi-millionaire. And trust me, I verified this. Crazy how life works, right? The dynamic. How the tables turn. Honestly, today it felt weird. But yesterday is what gave today its full meaning. I went into this luncheon hosted by an insurance company yesterday. I'm sure you guys saw the post on my community page because I know all of you just swarm into my community page. Not least popular community page that is on YouTube, probably. I had no idea they were trying to recruit me into their Ponzi scheme. I showed up, took a few pictures with this person, that person, met a bunch of people, and I'm not going to lie. I could smell broke energy the moment I saw the flyer. I knew exactly what this was, but I wasn't sure. I could see the desperation in the design and also the vibe. Nonetheless, people didn't know how to dress there. No disrespect, but yeah, maybe that sounds superficial, but it's not. But I trust my logic, and guess what? I was right. These were the classic bullshitters with like no shame. The ones who avoid real talk about money. The ones that say, it's not about the money, it's about impact. Bullshit. Those are the biggest fakes out there. Because being real, being mature means you can talk openly about your finances. Every rich person I know, they'll show you their bank account. Like, it's kind of like going to the gym, right? If you have a small yeah, you're going to cover it up with your hands. But if you have the biggest in the locker room, you're going to walk butt naked. You have nothing to hide, right? And I'm sure we've all been there, right? It's the same thing with rich people. Like they have nothing to hide. It's like, yeah. And when you're successful, it's kind of like a normal thing. Like, hey, look how much money I made. Like this is kind of the dialogue that I have with all my rich millionaire friends. It means you can transact, scale, and multiply. And those who avoid the topic, they're just hiding. They're wannabes. Those are the fake it till you make it people. Now, there's people that lie about the money that they make or made or trying to look important, but you can kind of see who's bullshitting. You want to know who someone is? Look at how they treat money. Look at what they do with it. Money doesn't change people, it reveals them. But anyway, this story isn't about that. Let's stay on track here because I know I love my tangents. So, I tell my friend about the event. She's actually one of the top insurance agents in the United States. No cap. We've known each other for like over a decade. She's on Hulu now, her own cooking show, and she owns an insurance firm. Lives in a multi-million dollar mansion, and her son, who I remember when he was just in elementary school. Now we graduated. And today it finally hit me. I completely messed up. I didn't realize this at the time. The opportunity was right in front of me. She wants to take me under her wing. And this got me thinking, maybe this is my calling. Insurance. Not completely new, because I've kind of been around the game. And to be honest, all the stuff that I know about insurance, I learned from just being around her. After all, Pinnacle Credit Repair has always been around financial literacy. If I really want to become the man I say I am, and I am that man, then I have to accept that credit repair is only one piece of what I do. For too long, I've been selling myself short. It's time to operate in my full power. And the only way to fix my own habits around wealth is to immerse myself in the presence of those who've already mastered it. And those are my friends. These people are next level. They've made money most can't even imagine. And if you're watching this, maybe millions doesn't impress you, but to most people, that's a lot. I don't know where you're at in your financial journey. Maybe you're like my client Gary in Miami. I removed a $50,000 late payment and some other items that were damn near impossible to delete, but I did it. That's why people call me. That's why I get respect from clients who are turning $100 into $6,000 overnight. And trust me, that guy, he'll be on this channel. And he was on this channel. You can check my live section. But here's the truth. None of that matters if you don't believe in yourself. That's the number one thing that nullifies all opportunity. So this message is for you. The ones who think that they know everything, the ones that still haven't acted, you need to wake up because it's time. If you treat credit repair like a crash diet, full of quick fixes and no lasting change, you're setting yourself up to fail. It's like doing an intense workout and then gorging onto junk food right after. Today, we're exposing the bad financial habits that silently wreck your credit progress and showing you how to break them for good with no excuses. Live long enough, you see the swapping of positions, and if you're good enough, you can clearly see the outcome of people's lives, including your own. I know people that are still broke, and I swear I saw them years ago and they're still in the exact same position. And I've also seen people that were doing great and then things completely flipped out, but they still came out back on top later as winners. I hope that's you, and that's what this video is about. You might know what to do, pay on time, keep your balances low, avoid new debt, but actually doing it consistently is a lot harder. Psychologists call this intention action gap, the disconnect between your plans and your actions. Why does this gap happen? Because as humans, we're naturally wired to crave instant gratification. We tend to prioritize short-term rewards over long-term goals. That means even when you intend to save money or pay off debt, in the moment you might choose that Amazon shopping spree or that night out on Friday, sacrificing your future financial health for a quick dopamine hit. It's the same reason New Year's resolutions to get fit often fizzle. The cookie today outweighs the diet tomorrow. For example, think about the famous Stanford marshmallow experiment. Kids were given a choice, one treat now or two if they waited 15 minutes. The results were eye-opening. Children who restricted the immediate treat and delayed gratification ended up with better life outcomes years later. And that is so true. I mean, that was a literal experiment. They did better in school, earned more money, and even had lower rates of problems like obesity, debt, and adulthood. In other words, the ability to master self-control and wait for a bigger reward was a huge predictor of success. Now translate that to your finances. Translate it to your health. Are you overweight? Do you even work out? Do you eat healthy? If you can delay the impulse to buy something now, you set yourself up for much bigger payoff later. A higher credit score, savings, financial freedom. But if you keep giving into, I want it now, you're undermining your own credit goals. Another massive habit hurdle is procrastination. Do you ever delay paying a bill until the last minute or carry a balance? Or avoid checking your statements because you just don't want to deal with it? You're not alone. Procrastination is a common psychological trap, and it wrecks finances. Research shows procrastination is linked to all kinds of unhealthy money behaviors. Putting off saving for retirement, doing last-minute shopping, splurges, even failing to pay bills on time. In fact, 40% of people have experienced financial loss purely due to procrastinating. Let that sink in a little bit. Almost half of us have literally paid the price for saying, I'll do it later, including myself. Every time you delay taking action, whether it's not sending that dispute letter or hiring a credit repair company or ignoring that mounting credit card balance, the fees, interest, and stress is all piling up. It's like ignoring a leaky pipe. The damage compounds while you wait. Then there's the lure of the quick fix. It's so tempting to look for an easy way out, a magic trick or a secret that will instantly boost your credit without sacrifice. Maybe you thought, there must be a hack to add 100 points to my score overnight. Sorry, but there's no real quick fixes for credit problems. The reality is, building excellent credit is more like building a strong body. It takes good habits, practice consistently over time. It's like if you want to get fit, don't learn from an obese person. Now, what happens when you have an obese person that is fat that lives in a trailer park? What do you expect to learn from them? Let me give you a secret. You're not going to learn shit. You're going to be just like them. So if you want to end up like that, You can find another channel where that resonates with your set of goals in your life. It takes good habits practiced consistently over time. Industry experts agree. The key to raising your credit score is consistent on time payments and patience, combined with having a healthy mix of credit accounts. There's no miracle shortcut. Think of it this way: you can't swallow a pill to get fit if you're eating junk food every day. And you can't pay someone to fix your credit if you keep maxing out your damn cards and missing payments. Quick fixes often backfire or only give temporary relief. So if you've been chasing gimmicks, hopping from one tactic to another without sticking to the basics, it's time to stop fooling yourself.